Simeon Genadiev of the G Law Group here to talk to you about a very important topic, and that's gun violence. If you've been a victim, you're not only suffering from physical injuries, but you may also be suffering from emotional and psychological trauma. That's why it's very important after you've been a victim of gun violence to consult with an injury attorney. After being a victim of gun violence, you may have many different things running through your head. The last thing you're thinking about is compensation, but that is something that you and your family will need to deal with in the future. Who's going to pay for your medical expenses? Your medical expenses as a result of the emergency room treatment or future care that you're going to need, potentially future surgeries or future occupational therapy. What about your lost wages or the money that you will lose because you suffered significant injuries and you may not be able to work in the future? What about your pain and suffering? Your pain and suffering as a result of this incident and your injuries and the pain and suffering that you're going to feel in the future. You can seek compensation from the person that shot you, or if you were at an establishment, a business, a convenience store, a supermarket, a mall. The property owners have certain responsibilities to keep you safe. Same thing goes for any security companies that were hired to protect you and the place that you were at. All these different individuals, businesses, and property owners have rights and need to keep you safe. You have the right to seek compensation from these individuals. So please speak with a personal injury attorney so you can find out what your rights to compensation are. One of the most important things after you've fallen victim to gun violence is ensuring that you have an attorney at your side that has your back, that not only specializes in personal injury cases, but specifically specializes in helping gunshot victims obtain compensation for their injuries. First, they should speak with all the investigating officers at the scene to ensure that they've obtained all the important information surrounding your incident. They should also consult with the state attorney, find out what evidence and documentation there are to support your claims. Third, they need to ensure that you have access and are seeing the best possible doctors so that you can recover from your injuries. They also need to collect your medical records to make sure that there's documentation confirming the injuries that you've suffered in this shooting incident. They will also hire experts that will present and demonstrate how the responsible parties could have easily prevented your shooting incident. Once all this evidence is obtained, it will be presented to the insurance company to demand fair compensation for your injuries. If the insurance company is not willing to play ball, then we will fight for you and present all your evidence and demonstrate all your claims before a jury of our peers and seek maximum compensation and justice for your gunshot injuries. If you've been a victim of gun violence, I encourage you to call my office for a free consultation or fill out a contact form on our website. You have the right to be represented by seasoned and experienced counsel who will fight for you and obtain maximum compensation and justice for your gunshot injuries.